So I just figured I'd do a quick tutorial video for anybody new to the game.
They're here,
You know,
Jason.
just like some
Find
tips
them.
and tricks I guess I like to do when I play as Jason. So, this is part 6. Jason, in my opinion, he's definitely the best one. He has a fair amount of traps, fair amount of knives, and he's pretty good across the board and you know, like shifting and his stalking and his recovery time and anything. First place I usually go 99% of the time is the phone box. Obviously I'm playing against bots, so there's nothing to worry about, but you know, when you're playing against people, especially if you got a full lobby, and especially if you got a full lobby of people that know what they're doing, that's going to be one of the first places they go. You hear that sound that you just heard? That was somebody putting in gas, in case you're wondering, and they messed up. Always put a trap at the phone box. Wherever it is, always try to break the doors. Try to break at least one door. Then after that, the next thing I like to do, even regardless of if I hear a car being started or whatever, I like to look for these electricity icons, because you gotta knock those out. You gotta knock those out for two reasons. The first reason, and the most important, in my opinion, is so they don't call Tommy. Now, the Tommy house is always in a different spot, but if you play it enough, you'll figure out where it's at. And the Tommy house also has a long orange and white pole sticking out of it. So you knock out, if you're lucky enough to knock out the house that has the electricity for the Tommy house, that'll just be one more problem that they have to deal with. Always put a trap at those if you have a fair amount of traps. Like I said, whenever I'm at a house or whenever I'm at a house, I always try to break down doors and break down windows. Even if nobody's there, I like to do it just to kind of, you know, it helps me 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the road in the game. It makes things a lot more difficult for the counselors. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the counselors right now. It's offline. Always pick up knives. Alright, so now I didn't see the Tommy house anywhere there, so let's go to the next one. Knock out this place's electricity. The other reason you want to knock out the power is because it will... Hear that? It will spike their fare. And when their fare is spiked, the better the chances you have of having them glow red. Now you hear that sound, that was my trap. So obviously I know where it is, because I'm just figuring out. It's up here at the phone box and the top of the map. Whenever you hear that sound, that means somebody stepped in your trap. And if you can morph there or shift there if it's close enough. So someone just stepped in another trap. Try to get there as quick as you can, because you know they're obviously going to be hurting. Wow, they already left, huh? Shit. They're obviously going to be hurting, and you want to get to them before they use spray on themselves or whatever, you know? So let's go check out that other trap. That guy already ran off, so... The second trap... This is an off-the-cuff live tutorial video, so... You know... I'm not great at, you know, my words or whatever sometimes, but I'm trying. Oh, actually, you know what? Cancel. There's a box right there. Take the knife. Always take knives. They will come in handy. You might not be good at throwing knives right when you start the game, but always take the knives. Alright, so I missed that guy there. Let's go down to this one. He's obviously not going to be there anymore. It's been about a minute or two. But they're going to be close, and there they are starting the car. Once you get your shift down, how to teleport, you'll have a much of an easier time stopping cars. Always try to put at least one trap at a car if you can. Now, when it comes to knives, you're going to want to practice offline with bots. But if you want a quick throw, I would say practice on Windows. And to quick throw, this is for PS5. To quick throw, I kind of do slightly over the right shoulder. Tap L. See, that one was a little too high. You gotta give it takes about 10 seconds for it to cool down. And you want to practice that with Windows or consolers as much as possible, because knives come in handy so much. Their knives come in handy, as you can see. And my knives, our knives, Jason's knives, come in handy too. You're going to want to practice that as much as you can. It can really save the game for you sometimes. Also, if you have a fair amount of knives and maybe you can't necessarily get to a counselor in a house as quick as you want to or anything, you can always just take a knife and break a couple windows. You know, that way it limits their options as to which windows they're going to jump out of if you try to go snatch them up. The bots aren't going to do that, but real players will go to a window that isn't broken. Let's say there was a counselor right now I couldn't get to in time. They were about to jump out this window. Just quick throw a knife. Don't miss like I did, like my jackass ass did. Throw a knife, break that window, and at least they'll jump through a broken window and they'll get a little bit of damage, you know?
Please, no.
I'm gonna just kind of play this game out right now, and any other tips I can think of while I'm playing, I will speak about. But let's just kind of see how this plays out. Damn it, Patrick. That's another thing you can do if a counselor is about to go through a window. If you feel confident in your knife throwing, you can throw a knife at them and you stop them from going through the window. It will take them another second or two to get through the window. And you can either grab them, or at least they got a knife in their back now, you know? Sorry, guys. It's not happening.
Please, no. Oh, oh God.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like they want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let
Obviously, stay back, stay away from firecrackers whenever you can. A lot of people don't even care about firecrackers, but they come in really handy for me sometimes as a counselor. Sorry, Chadley. Of course, he has a knife. They always have knives when you're offline. Always. It's like they just come with knives, I swear to God. Chad. What am I doing? Alright. Does he get another knife? I love this kill. choke on it, you SOB.
That's my
1,
plan.
2, 3,
Hunt
4,
them
5.
down and make them pay.
You see him and you knock out all the electricity like I have. See, it's Tommy's not going to come back. And you don't have to worry about that. It's going to take them a little bit longer to call Tommy. If you're playing with people that know what they're doing, and once you call Tommy, it's going to take them a little bit longer. When it comes to knocking down the door, you know, I see some new players kind of doing this over and over again. All you got to do is stand in front of the door and just hold R2. And Jason will break down the door. Depending on which Jason you have, it usually takes between 3 to 6 swings of whatever his weapon is for the door to get knocked down. Just hold R2, just like this. 2, 3. And you play enough, you play Jason enough. How many strikes of his weapon it'll take to break down a door. You can use that to your advantage as well. Well, they did get Tommy. Good job, guys. Don't tell me Tommy was going to take the car all by himself. That is not what a Tommy is supposed to do, guys. That is not what a Tommy is supposed to do. Never be that type of Tommy. Chugga 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 choo choo. Where is he? Thought he was right there. That didn't work out how I wanted it to. Oh well. As far as the stock goes, I can't really think of. I can't really think of too many tips for the stock. I'll talk about stock in 1 second though. Let me just get rid of this Tommy. Another thing when it comes to throwing knives, if you want to put on the fear meter, that'll make it much easier to see who you're trying to throw a knife at. Alright, Tommy, you gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 people, 5 people left still. Nice.
Yes. Kill for mother.
Where the hell are they? Going up here somewhere? So yeah, play offline a lot if you're you know, serious enough and want to get good at the game. Play offline, you know, a lot and get good as Jason. Like I said, practice on windows. It's a little tougher because this window is already open, but for a quick throw, kind of right over the right shoulder like that, that should do it a lot of the time. This might be too high, but yeah, see, that's, so go down a little bit. Practice your quick throws if you care about quick throws, and practice throwing the knives in general. Where are these people? If you play offline enough, you will notice that there's still 5 people left, so that's kind of weird, but you will notice that a lot of the time when it gets down to like the last 2, 3, maybe 4 counselors, they will just go hide. They'll just go, what is going on? Why is that doing that? They will just go hide in tents or in closets somewhere. It gets really annoying because, you know, you want to play the game and practice as much as you can, kill as many people as you can, and they just run and hide on you, unfortunately, instead of playing. See, like right now, I can guarantee you they're in this closet doing nothing. And see, I'll sit here. Hello? Knock, 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 let me in.
Yes.
The bots in this game are really horrible. They're really, really bad. But you can still practice. You can still get some great practice in. You really can. You're out there in the big house, of course. So how many people are left? 1, 2, 3, 4 people left, and they're all probably just hiding in the big house in closets or under beds. Anywhere else? No. Yeah, oh, when it comes to the stock, let's see if anyone's in here. Another thing I try to do early on in the matches, if I have the time, is I try to look in closets and look in beds. That way they can't go in them down the line.
That's my boy.
So once you look in a closet, or once you look in a bed, or once you smash a closet or stab a bed, it can't be used anymore in the game. So I try to just kind of take those off the board, so to speak. Oh, I think they're downstairs, but... Oh. Adam and Victoria left.
Cut them down and make them pay.
They better not both be in here, I swear to Christ. Yep. There's Victoria.
Don't stop, Jason.
Right.
They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Adam, where are you? Are you in here? I don't think he's in here. Oh my gosh, he was. Okay, so that's that.
Yes.
When it comes to stock, just, I guess, use it wisely and have fun with it. I just use it to scare people when I can. If you like this video, if you came across this video, I don't know. What do people do? Thumbs up, smash likes, yada yada, etc. etc. That's it. Remember, slasher no slashing. Hey, I leveled up.